need to have like study cases for what I'm building as a long-term vision with a like a higher impact to support different projects to happen. Sometimes they are just ideas or like in the very beginning stage, or there are projects that already had like some years but they are still in the startup level, like they couldn't figure out how to be strong enough, sustainable or stable. So guiding them to understand this dimension of how to really make a conscious business that has the main purpose is to serve. Yes, money are important because everybody's asking me like, yeah, but I like what we're gonna do with money because we need to pay the rent. And yes, money are important. It's very important to take in consideration this aspect, but it's not the main purpose. As we are talking about, like we want to get out from this capitalism and consumerism mentality, like make money, make money, make money, make profit. If you are doing money, you're like you are making money with all the um, without taking in considerations how you are making them, with all the price, like it's just that stage and that's it, like let's just make money with all costs, then we are going back in the old paradigm.
Yeah.
So this is where I feel my like I feel very cold and very like um try to to support new projects to happen, or the old projects that are like the owner started to be more aware of things are shifting, things are, we need to change something, especially for people that they start their own journey of healing. They may have I don't know, some medicine trips, journeys. They at some point they realize like, oh, I want to change my life. I want to do something differently that will help the society and all the support the community. And after a retreat or something, they go back to their old life, and they're like, it's a gap. It's a gap between their new identity or where they they are in that moment and the project, the business, the old team, the employees that are like they are in two different worlds.
Mm.
So I'm supporting them how they can connect with the old world and shift it, rise the frequency.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, some people will like stay behind, will be left behind, because not everybody from your old team will be ready or will be the proper person for the new kind of project that you are trying to do right now. So this is like it's a moment of discerning what is reality, like literally to face reality, and what is true in that moment, what can be transmute and what has to be left behind.
Yeah. Fair, fair. But what's the real difference between making money in a conscious way versus the old way?
Okay. I have this idea that life supports life. So when you are aligned with your mission, when you are expressing and like really like manifesting your gifts, the gifts that you came as a soul here, when you are expressing your light, then you'll attract the situations, the context, that your energy that you are putting outside will be received, will be appreciated, and then will be recompensed. Like you'll see the recompense. So it's not about being focused on making money. It's about being focused on finding your true self, and that is an entire healing journey to discover who you are, what are your gifts, what is your light, what is your like, why do you came here, to do what, to express what, and then finding your own waters, finding the environment that really is proper for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you are I don't know, a fish, and you are swimming in between some waters, but you don't know exactly what kind of fish you are. You are just a very colorful and small fish and very happy, and it's that fish, it's swimming under the, like in the upper waters, the surface waters. That is your place. But if you are a small fish and you are trying to dive in the deep waters, then you will be eaten by a big fish.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to understand what kind of fish you are, and then you need to find what is your environment that really appreciate your nature,
Mm-hmm.
that really absorb your nature. And when that happens, then of course the energy will flow, and also in receiving the the right exchange in terms of energy. Let's put it like this. Because we are going back, and everybody says like, "Oh yes, money. It's energy. It's energy. It's yes, it's energy." But how you modulate that energy?
Interesting. Yeah.
So it's about like giving your energy or putting your energy in something that it's really appreciated
Mm-hmm.
and recognized, and nourish that environment. Because when you are in your like naturally like right environment for your kind of being, then things will flow. So this is the way of making, let's say, making money. No, it's not making money. It's attracting the right situations or contexts that will have a fair or an equitable exchange of energy.
Right. Yeah. When do you know when you're in the flow, when everything is right? Like how is that felt in the body? How do you know when things need to be shifted? What are those signs that you're not aligned?
The first and the easiest one to that you can the first sign that you can see when you things are not flowing, it's observing your reality. For example, I have this intention to make these things happen in this way, and I'm struggling and I'm pushing and I'm like trying to make efforts, and it's like it's a literally like it's more than work,
Yeah, yeah.
it's struggling.
That's right, for sure. Yeah. Hmm.
That is the like the most obvious sign that everybody can have like a red flag and say, okay, when I'm noticing that things are struggling, means that I need to ask myself some questions to see what is really going on.
Yeah.
Once you see that, then of course you need to pause, and you need to listen your heart, your body, to see where are the tension in your body. Because literally our body is a reflection of our own reality. Is like it's exactly like it's like a map and express everything. We just need to hear it and see it.
Truth, truth.
So it's like, the difference between working, I don't know, 10, 12, 14 hours a day in a very flowing stage, like you are in the flow
Mm-hmm.
and you are creating with ease. Literally, like you don't know when times pass, when um, you realize that like after 10 hours you didn't even eat or you don't need anything because you are like the energy comes through you and you are like feeling natural to express it in different forms. So that is working with ease.
Mm.
And then you can compare that with a to-do list or things that you put it on your from your mind level, because you know that okay, you want to go from Lisbon to Porto, and you need to you really think like from the mind level, like you need to take this road and do that and do that and that, because this is the mind that translates the the journey in concrete steps. And sometimes can be that is the road, that is like the road that you need to take. Many other times can be like just no, was a fire along the highway and you need to go the, I don't know, to the old road, and maybe you need to stop in a village, and this is where you will meet another community on other things that can happen.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't struggle, don't push it. So this one, like, it's very, because people, when I'm saying like, yeah, you don't need to struggle, like, please, many people they can feel like, oh, but I need to work. I'm not saying not to work. No, it's about expressing your energy and your being in something concrete. You're like putting that in something concrete, but with ease comes from your nature.
Yes, thank you for this. Mm, how did you find yourself in Costa Rica and why you're still in that area versus back to the European lands? I really wonder, what makes one to take themselves out of their roots, let's say, and their place of birth, and to travel so far away to serve there.
uh, I ended up living here in Costa Rica not because I had this concrete direction in my mind. It's like, oh, I want to go there, or I want to make a life there. It's exactly how I expressed it before. I flew with the life. Um, at some point, um, like 6 years ago, um, my life was full of strugglings, where I'm full of blockages.
Mm,
I I couldn't find like my environment. Like I knew that in the place that I was living, I didn't feel that it's my place anymore.
I see.
So I paused. I paused for a while, um, accepting that I don't know what I want, but I definitely know what I don't want anymore. So I realized that I need to pause and create space and leave the things that I didn't want anymore, to let it behind and make space to feel and to hear and to see and to find things that I like, that I want. And believe me, it was very hard in the beginning because I was a workaholic.
Yeah.
I was a workaholic from that old style of like pushing, struggling with pushing people, pushing myself. Um,